oh, tax season is here. Taxes deductible. People ask me, okay, why are you a lease purchase person? Because this is why. Lease purchase, and let me give you my background because a lot of people don't understand my background and why I do like lease purchase. Because my background is I owned a tax business for over 15 years. Okay. I've been a franchise owner I've been in the tax game for a very long time, okay, before I came to trucking. So I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to lease purchase.
That is Tamara Brock giving her background information. She posted this YouTube video on January 28th, 2015 as Miss DivaTrucker43. She gives her listening audience her background information and says a lot of people don't understand her background. There's some information that we have that she's not telling you. So this first document that we're looking at is from the Department of Justice, Office of Public Affairs, dated Thursday, April 10th, 2014. Federal court shuts down Mississippi tax return preparer. The document goes on to say that the United States District Court for the Southern District of Mississippi permanently barred Tamara Brock from preparing federal tax returns for others. The Justice Department announced today Brock agreed to the entry of a final judgment of permanent injunction, which was entered by the court on April the 10th, 2014. The complaint alleged that Brock, formerly a franchisee with Liberty Tax Service, prepared federal income tax returns for customers in Moss Point, Mississippi, and Pensacola, Florida. According to the complaint, Brock prepared federal tax returns that included fictitious educational expenses to qualify her customers to receive or to maximize the American Opportunity Credit on their federal tax returns. The judgment also requires Brock to turn over to the United States a list of all individuals and entities for whom she has provided tax preparation services since January 1st, 2011, and to notify these customers of the permanent injunction against her. Stipulated judgment of permanent injunction against Tamara Brock. Page 1. The United States has filed a complaint for permanent injunction under Internal Revenue Code IRC 7402A, 7407, and 7408A against Tamara Brock. Brock, without admitting the allegations contained in the complaint, hereby consents to the entry, without further notice, of the stipulated judgment of permanent injunction. Tamara Brock enters into the stipulated judgment of permanent injunction voluntarily and waives the entry of findings of fact and conclusions of law. Tamara Brock also waives any right she may have to appeal from the stipulated judgment of permanent injunction. Tamara Brock further understands and agrees that the court will retain jurisdiction over this matter for the purpose of implementing and enforcing this order. And Tamara Brock understands that if she violates the order, she may be subject to civil and criminal sanctions for contempt of court. Tamara Brock consents without further proceedings to immediate revocation of all preparer tax identification numbers, PTINs, issued pursuant to 26 U.S.C. 6109, and she consents to disbarment from practice before the Internal Revenue Service in any capacity. Brock also consents, without further proceedings, to immediate revocation of any electronic filing identification numbers, EFIN, held by, assigned to, or used by Tamara Brock. Page 2. The parties agree that entry of the stipulated judgment of permanent injunction resolves only the civil injunction action, and neither precludes the government from pursuing any other current or future civil or criminal matters or proceedings, nor precludes the defendant from contesting her liability in any matter or proceeding. 1. It is hereby ordered that Tamara Brock and her representatives, agents, servants, employees, and anyone in active concert or participation with her are permanently enjoined, pursuant to IRC 7402, 7407, and 7408. Effective from entry of this order from directly or indirectly, A. Preparing or filing, or assisting in, or directing the preparation or filing of any federal tax return, amended return, or other federal tax documents or forms for any other person or entity. B. Directly or indirectly advising anyone to violate internal revenue laws or unlawfully evade the assessment of collection of their federal tax liabilities, including promoting, selling, or advocating the misuse of false IRS forms, 1040, or other IRS forms. C. Filing, providing forms for, or otherwise aiding and abetting the filing of false IRS forms, 1040, or any other IRS forms for herself or others. D. Engaging in conduct subject to penalty under IRC 6694 or 6701, including preparing and filing tax returns and other documents that understate the tax liabilities of others. E. Preparing her own federal income tax return in a manner that fabricates expenses or purposely understates her own tax liability. F. Representing anyone other than herself before the IRS. Page 3. It is hereby ordered that pursuant to IRC 7402A and 7408, within 15 days of entry of the injunction, Tamara Brock shall provide a copy of this permanent injunction to all customers for whom Brock has provided tax preparation services since January 1st, 2011. And Tamara Brock shall provide to counsel for the United States within 30 days a sworn statement signed under the penalty of perjury that she has complied with this paragraph. 3. It is hereby ordered that pursuant to IRC 7402A and 7408, within 15 days of entry of the injunction, Tamara Brock shall provide a copy of this permanent injunction to principals, officers, managers, representatives, agents, servants, employees, and attorneys of the entities who assisted Brock in providing tax preparation services since January 1st, 2011. And Tamara Brock shall provide to counsel for the United States within 30 days a signed and dated acknowledgment of receipt of this order for each person to whom Tamara Brock provided a copy of this order in compliance with this paragraph. 4. It is hereby ordered that pursuant to IRC 7402A and 7408, within 15 days of entry of the injunction, Tamara Brock shall provide to the United States a list of all individuals and entities for whom Brock has provided tax preparation services since January 1st, 2011. 5. It is hereby ordered that the United States may engage in full post-judgment discovery to monitor compliance with the injunction. 6. It is hereby ordered that this court retains jurisdiction over this action for purposes of implementing and enforcing the final judgment and any additional orders necessary and appropriate to the public interest. Page 4 just contains the name Greg Davis, United States Attorney. Also signatures by Sean Beatty and Tamara Brock, and then it's just got the information and address of the courts. And then it ends with, so ordered, the clerk shall enter judgment accordingly. And this document, the last page 4 here, is dated April the 10th, 2014, signed by the United States District Judge. Tamara Brock, since you failed to tell your viewers about this information, do you have anything to say?
And why I am and why I am and why I am